the following presentation of the National Football League.
Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. Straight ahead with a nationwide audience tuning in. It's a Monday Night Primetime showdown between these road warriors and our home team. Standing on the visiting sideline, the head coach of the Bulls. He leads one of the league's best teams this season, a perfect 5-0 start to the year. And on the Sentinel sideline, that is their head coach. His guys making the long trip home from their International Series game last week, so not as much time as usual to prepare for this one. From the booth alongside Brock Hewitt, I'm Keith Scott, and we're just about set to get this one started. And Monday Night Primetime is underway. Showing a little burst so far. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line. So out comes their offense for its first possession of the game. And we'll get a chance to see someone still in the early stages of their career, this third-year QB.
Just an all-around great performance from him last week, Kate, in the win. Those 2 touchdowns he had played a big part in the victory, no question. But so did keeping it clean, not throwing a pick. You want to become friendly with your own defense? Make sure they don't have any extra possessions to defend. He did his job, and so did his teammates.
Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Now running here with Jaden Blue. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that is good for a 1st down.
Let's see, Kate. Establish a run, cash in on the opening drive, and play from in front. That's a dream scenario to any contest. And runs like that, it gets the ball rolling.
First and 10 now from the 46. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. That one felt kind of counterintuitive there, Brock. They load up the line with that extra blocking, and then the run goes out to the edge anyway.
That's right. You put 2 tight ends on the field, yeah, you can live with a stalemate. It's hard to move people in the NFL, but you do not want to go backwards.
Finds him over the middle. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
6 yards to go here. It's 3rd down. They'll throw. 3rd and long. Pass is caught by Blue. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. A gain of 15 there. And that gives him the 1st. All set to go now from the 35.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Shotgun snap will give to Blue. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
A 3rd down run with Blue. And it's a nice gain off a really good effort there just to stay upright. A 6-yard gain on the play. And that's good for a new set of downs.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender. Heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this beast down.
And this give not as fruitful. They're on him quicker this time. He's not going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. Setting up the running back screen. And he'll go down here at the 16.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
From the gun on third down. Complete beyond the marker. He's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got a first and goal.
That's good for a San Diego first down. Sets up first down and goal to go.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Back now, pressure coming. Back to the end zone, but incomplete. Couldn't get it. That's going to set up second and goal.
Leads to second and goal.
Blue. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Bulls finish up an excellent opening series. Well, this coaching staff has got to be a happy partner. A calm and calculated opening drive. Really impressed with the score, how they controlled the football, and they played at their own pace.
Yeah, it's one of those drives that just pays dividends. I know it's the opening drive, but you're just taking some of the starch out of that defense and putting some doubt in their mind. Like, man, they just methodically shoved it right down our throat.
The kicking unit comes out for the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Bulls will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Sentinels nothing.
Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. Has this at the 6. This manages to get just beyond that 30-yard line. So they come on offense now, ready for their opening drive. And they'll be let out by their third-year signal caller.
Last week, Kate, you won't call his effort wasted, never. But you wish a game like that would have come in a win instead of showing up in a contest they ended up dropping. 2 touchdowns, no picks. That's the type of game that wins are typically built off of.
We've set it downs for him from the 31. This is Knight. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know you can set the table for more.
Cougar 19.
To the air now on 1st and 10. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Ready.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Brought in by Turner. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. Give him 24 on that play. And that'll set him up with a fresh set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Now Knight. And second down is going to be a good bit tougher, and he can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also...
Pressure's on him, and it's going to get home. He's dropped. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough third down.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now, well, now we let the chess match begin, the adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
Jump off caught by his back. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. First, second, third down, sometimes even fourth. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it.
And this one had a brief chance, but not a good kick in the end. He misses it. And the deficit stays at 7.
Well, there's certainly never, ever a guarantee from that distance, but that's one you'd expect to be in your kicker's range. You hate to have a drive come away with nothing, but that's exactly what happened.
The Bulls and Jaden Blue ready to take over once again. And you know who the ball is going to when they reach the red zone. He's currently top 5 across the NFL in rushing scores this season. Looking on first down. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Sentinels are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. Oh, you love to see it, Brock. One of the big guys stealing an interception and then running with it for a while. Always a treat. Those are such fun plays.
Why do you love it? I love it. Everybody watching loves it. It's because those big guys don't get chances like this very often. They do so much of the dirty work, right there at the line of scrimmage. And they'll get their hands up to knock balls down. But when the big old grizzly bear actually gets it in his hands and he gets to run, it is must-see TV.
And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. And holding penalty is going to make first down twice as tough. They're 20 from the marker to start things out.
6, go!
Running his night. Big gap up the middle. And he's finally hauled down at the 12.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable second down.
Second down pass play coming. And this is going to be hauled in for the touchdown. The Sentinels parlay the interception into points. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
They'll set up here for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Sentinels tie this game 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to center away. Here's a return from the 7. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30.
26-yard line.
All right, they're out and set. Here we go, 1st and 10. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it stops.
It's a gain of 8.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2.
At the 33-yard line.
We're through one on Monday Night Primetime. Both teams neck and neck so far. More coming up after this quick break. Welcome back for the start of the second. Our visiting offense out in possession of the ball. They have it on 2nd and short. Buying some time right. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up. On the give, it's Blue. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A gain of 9 yards. And the San Diego first down.
You love a huddle? Okay, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there, And he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
Called in by Musgrave. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or will make tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Only a couple yards there, and now it's 3rd and 7.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Throw here, 3rd down. And the defender's there to knock this away, and that effort means it's 4th down.
I've talked to you over the years of the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On 3rd down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
He can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. And they were not blessed with the short field they got on their prior drive. This one is a world away as they begin deep on their own side.
Come on. Knight.
On the ground, this is Knight. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Throwing on 2nd. He finds the rookie from Ohio State. And he reaches the 17-yard line as he's hauled down. All right, we see he's a little worse for wear after delivering that throw. Gonna have to take a few moments as they come out to look at him. To the line, here's 3rd and 3.
Ready. Cougar 19.
Here's the backup, first throw. Can't connect over the middle, it's incomplete.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that 4th down, gets dime coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front. Cut it loose with pressure. Let the cover guys go shut it down.
Fair catch made here at the 30.
And taken. They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
New set of downs for him from the 31. They're on the toss to Blue. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground, you can throw beyond the sticks. It really creates an indecision now defensively.
As the open man downfield. And he's out of bounds, but what a great play there, Brock. He's got him into field goal range. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. I love the call, Brock, but wrong situation there. The defense closes that sweep out behind the line.
When you get that jet sweep to the outside, you have to. You have to get vertical. There is just too much team speed in today's NFL if you don't go north and south.
Pass play coming here. Good play on the football defensively. He knocks it away, and that's going to bring up 3rd down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
3rd and long for him here. He has the first over the middle. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gain 18 on the previous play.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Up the middle, Blue. And he's able to take this one in for the touchdown. The Bulls take a second quarter lead. Made the right read on the RPO inside the red zone, Brock, and things worked out.
And you know what is so key about these RPOs? It's that mesh point. It's the details right there, not immediately giving any indication of what they were going to do, and it created, Kate, the slightest of hesitations for the defense, and that slightest opportunity is all he needed to hit the end zone.
Looking to tack on the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bulls break that tie and now lead by 7.
Sentinel 7.
And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. Return coming from the 6. He dodged the tackle, and he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. This offense ready to get going again now. They've got a chance to tie this up here as they trail 14-7. First down, play action. Finds a man right side. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. First down from the 42.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here we go.
On the ground, this is Isaac Arindo. And this is going to take him up and across midfield there at the opposing 45. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
60 Bison.
It's Knight on the carry. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Now he'll throw off the play fake. And again, an interception is dropped. Looked a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes him. It's going to be 3rd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Come on. Hey, Bronco 80.
To the air on 3rd and long. And that's away for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
Even the best of them could be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
They'll punt it away again. Blake Gillikin coming back to the field. And this doesn't just reach the end zone. He kicked that one all the way through it for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Offense to the line. Here we go. Blue gets the handoff. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5.
Let's go.
Blue running to the right. And he's going to have this up and across midfield, partner, to the 48. A gain of 26 yards there. And they're going to have a first down now. Timeout taken by the defense. They're 2nd. The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down.
First down, Bulls.
Home back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up
It'll be second down and 9, but not just yet. It's only a couple of minutes to go in our first half. More on Monday Night Primetime in just a moment. They'll come to the line here, second and 9. This time it's a passing play. Escapes the pocket. He has this down to the 34. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
So they'll head up here, first and 10 from the 34. Here's a throw. On screen here to Blue. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's going to bring up first down.
San Diego, first down. A gain of 14.
Looking inside the red zone.
And a San Diego first down.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this.
Touchdown. The Bulls grow their lead just before halftime. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Now the PAT try coming up. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Bulls double their lead to 14.
Sentinel 7.
Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. Returning it from the 4. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. Their offense ready to take the field now. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
Back to throw on first and 10. Rolling left, buying some time. Escapes a defender. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. How about a big hitter, 30, 40 yards there and a new set of downs. So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now they face second down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
On the move, hit it right. And they are set up excellently. This is down to the 18. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that means first down.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Let's go now.
From the red zone on first. And in he goes for the touchdown. The Sentinels making a one-score game before halftime. Well, great work there, Brock. They weathered the storm, and now they've gotten themselves right back into this ball game.
Anybody who's played this game has been here before. The game doesn't start the way you want. You're in a big hole, and all you can do is climb out of it. And the words of Pete Carroll resonate. It's not how you start, it's how you finish.
Now they'll see if they can tack on one more. The point after splits the uprights. And the Sentinels cut the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Sentinels 14.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. They'll bottle him up just as he gets it to the 30.
They'll take over. First down and 10. at their own 30-yard line.
Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. Trying to throw this from the gun. He's not going to be able to escape, and down he goes. The defense takes its 3rd and final timeout. A lot of work to do as that sack makes this a tough 2nd and 17. Throwing from the gun here. Finds the in route complete. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. They manage 22 on the rim. And a 1st down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Timeout taken by the offense, their 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. 2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. They're going to try and throw it here. Get some space around midfield. And he gets him the first partner, but they are already acting like this one's not going to stand. Let's listen. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. 2nd down out the window. They're backed up here for 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he's got this one down to the enemy 35 before they force him out. You keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Sticking to the air here. Makes the grab in bounds, left side. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets it down to the 14. Now the offense going to take its 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. From the red zone now. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown! The Bulls will add to their lead at the end of the half. Manage that clock beautifully. Down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
They're out to try and tack on the extra point. His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. So they got him for roughing the kicker. They're going to put that penalty yardage on the spot of the ensuing kickoff. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Fields the hard squib kick. Ooh, a big lick from the coverage team there. And that is going to stop things before they can get it to the 30. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on 1st down. Line up the design keeper. So entering the locker rooms, got ourselves a 2-score game. It's time to hear from Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the 3rd quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thanks so much, Scott. Appreciate the update as always. And welcome back, everyone. Third quarter about to get underway. Got a 2-score ball game here as we resume play. The story is halfway told. Let's see what the back half has in store as we get started in the third quarter. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Their offense taking the field now for the opening drive of the second half. And some opening drive points would be invaluable, Bronk, trailing by 2 scores as they leave that locker room. Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. Throwing now off the play action. That one complete to Turner. And this one's only going to pick up a couple before he heads out of bounds. Second down now. They need 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Takes the handoff. Now to throw. Connects on the crosser. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
That's good for a Portland first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Go play action on 1st down. That one's complete, right side. And he's got this one down to the enemy 35 before they force him out. They strike for 23 yards. And that gives him a first down. Throwing off the play fake. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Bulls take over as he records his 10th career INT.
You know, Kate, so often they say that defense is just reactionary. They're just reacting to what the offense is doing. But I'll tell you what, when you got a defensive call like that, the right personnel, nickel coverage, right, the right defensive plan, it plays such a huge role in helping take the ball away.
They've got first down here from the 36. They'll start the drive with Blue. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw now. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. This is the type of performance a former quarterback, just like yourself, Brock, can marvel at. He's carried a great performance through much of this game. Even as the defense adjusted, tried to slow him down, none of it mattered.
I like the way you say that right there, Kate, because these moments the game does slow down. It is so fast up.
Pressure coming, and they take him down. And that sack drives him in the wrong direction, partner, ahead of this 2nd down.
Flat out a tremendous call. Perfect timing to blitz the corner, and the result proves it. There was barely time for the QB to set himself up to throw, let alone look downfield for a target before he was absolutely decked by somebody who I think enjoyed that chance to rush the passer.
They give on 2nd here to Blue. Stopped after a gain of 2. That's going to bring up 3rd down. Hang on now. Looks like we've got an injured player out there and in need of some aid. So we'll step away briefly as they work on him. Defense gunning for a stop here. It's 3rd down. Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Force that to his right. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before
such a bummer, Kate, for a quarterback. If you have to scramble and take off, you'd really like to find a way to move the chains. He could not. That defense rallied, they responded, and they forced a fourth down.
Secures this at the 17. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. Now this offense getting set to work here. They are coming off their first interception of the game. This drive now a chance to rebuild some confidence. On first down, they'll run. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards. That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Ready? Hawk, go!
On third down, here's Garindo. His run, that's about 4, but he's still well shy of that marker. It's fourth down.
He was taken down.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Fields this clean at the 30. And he gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield. Their offense running back out now. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. Here's first and 10 from the 47. They'll go play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
Offense needs to shake off that sack in a hurry as they get ready for second down and 13. Blue gets it. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down.
Brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 1 brings up third and 12.
This drive is in trouble. Got to figure out third and 12.
Here we go, sack!
Third and long. They're going to throw. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes.
You know, Kate, with the game that they put together, it's surprising to see them really run into any hiccups when they appear. They move the ball very well throughout, just unsuccessful on that third down.
And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. This offense getting all set for this series. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here.
Come on, come on.
Sending him on the dive. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. They've got first down here from the 36.
Let's go.
Another carry for him. And he'll get about 4 yards as that brings up second down.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Let's go. Cook, ready.
They give it to him again. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means third down coming up.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
From the gun on third down. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
Incomplete.
On comes the Sentinels punter. Blake Gillikin will kick it away. This was a miss hit, Brock. Low and pretty short. And it bounces out of bounds. Looks like they'll have half the field to go as they mark it directly on the midfield stripe.
50-yard line.
Now offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. He's got it on the bootleg. He misfired on that one. It's behind his man. Well, he already has himself one interception in his game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes two, two becomes three, and on and on. Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Oh, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Throwing all the way to the end zone here. Defender gets his hand in there and breaks it off. A possible touchdown denied. That's going to bring up fourth down. The Bulls sending out their punt team. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. Ooh, some excellent English on that punt. This one makes it all the way to the 6 before the team touches down. The Sentinels returning their offense and this running back to the field. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. They'll run here on first down. This is close, but he is not in the end zone, Brock. By less than a yard, they avoid the safety. But boy, that was close. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Here's Gorindo on second down. And that one doesn't give him much. Give him maybe a yard. It's third down.
This close to your own goal line, they really don't want to risk a sack. That means, well, one option. Run it and buy whatever breathing room you can.
18 Cardinal, 18.
So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a 2-score game to begin the fourth.
On the jump.
Defense nearing a stop. Need to hold once more here on third down.
Ready. Bronco 80.
Dive play straight ahead. He's limited to a gain of about 3, which means they are well short. This is fourth down.
As an offense in these situations, Kate, you could feel your own goal line, and you're not going to risk putting the ball in the air. So that means you're going to run it, and you're going to buy whatever breathing room you can.
And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. Their offense returning to the field for another possession. They're up by 2 scores, Brock, but we've got some time left, so they still need to mount a drive here. On first down, it's Blue. And that's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2. He's been a fixture for them all game, and all signs indicate, Brock, he's going to remain one in the time we've got left.
Yeah, they've leaned on him in certain spots, and he has shouldered the load oh so well. Put together a game that everyone's happy with.
And they pitch it to him. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
You know, Kate, these are not the plays that are like bold in the stat sheet when you look back on it. But these are the kind of gains by the running back that keep the offense on schedule and move the chains.
Going to the ground again on first. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. And he's certainly given us a performance worthy of these primetime lights. This is now a 100-yard game that he's put together. First and 10 from the 32.
And the San Diego first down.
Quick throw to the left is complete. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 31-yard line.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's going to get him 7 there. It's third down coming up.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets him just as many yards as a short completion would have.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. The Bulls have likely locked up the win right there. 3 touchdown catches in one game is rare air, Brock. Safe to say most guys who retire can name every time they did that here in the NFL.
Yeah, I hope he remembers it, but also remember this. Receivers, they're a dependent position. They're dependent on the guys doing their job up front. They're dependent on the quarterback putting it on the spot. And usually, when you reach a milestone like this, you'd love to share it with everybody else. And my guess, especially if they could find a way to win this one, is this receiver will celebrate it with all of his guys.
Kicking team on to try the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Bulls stretch their lead to 21.
Sentinels 14.
They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. Returning it from the 4. And a decent run back is going to end. They bring him down inside the 30. Now outruns their offense to take over. And this certainly isn't the rut they want to be in, Brock. All of their drives have been ending in punts as of late. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. Offense up to the line fast.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 30-yard line.
Short pass brought in. And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains. 1st and 10 from the 43. They're going play action. He's got Turner downfield. And he will take this in. Touchdown. The Sentinels get it back to within 2 possessions.
Quarterback, receiver, yeah, they'll get the credit. Those numbers and those stats, they're theirs. But that play happens, Kate, because the big guys up front give them enough time to make it happen. From one side of the field to the other, bingo.
Setting up to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Sentinels get it back to a 14-point game.
Sentinels 21.
Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Big shot at the end of that run back as he gets it just past the 20. The Bulls and Jaden Blue ready to take over once again. And they're already up by 2 scores, Brock, but another one here would really put this one out of reach. Shotgun snap would give to Blue. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Let's go.
Throwing it on 2nd down. Escapes out to the left. The ball's out, he lost it. And it looks like the defense has it.
You know what, this game is hard. So sometimes catching a break or two in just the right circumstances is a big deal. Sideline could be your best friend as a runner. Because you lose the ball next to it, there's a good chance it could go harmlessly out of bounds.
Called in by Musgrave. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy in midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. 2nd and 3 now.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at their 48.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Finds him on the crossing route. This is going to take him into the red zone. He's down at the 16-yard line. This play goes for 36. And that is good for a 1st down.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Up the middle, Blue. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on first down. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. Offense to the line for second down. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Cut near the goal line. And he's out just before he can hit the end zone, but what a nice first and goal here from the 2. It appears all that prep work and studying that you quarterbacks love to do in the build-up to the game, Brock, it has certainly paid off. This guy has picked apart this defense much of the contest.
This is one of those games you appreciate. There's going to be peaks, there's going to be...
And cut in the end zone for the touchdown. The Bulls make it a 3-score game in the 4th. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position can be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
Now they'll try to knock the extra point through. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bulls stretch their lead to 21.
42. Sentinels 21.
And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. He fields it from the 8. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The offense headed back to the field. And scoring hasn't been the issue for him, Brock, but it has been impossible to hold pace with the offense on the other side of this football field.
And we know they can't get this all back in one play, but they better do it with a sense of urgency. Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Here we go, here we go.
Completed out to the left on that quick throw. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
19, ready.
Throw here, 3rd down. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
So many coaches love 3rd downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty, and off the field they go.
Hey, I get it, it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
Another drive coming up for this offense. Blown back gets the handoff. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Portland. Bulls close to extending their unbeaten streak to 6-0. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Back to the well again. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
Absolutely no fear in his game. Even one of the smaller defenders out there, he isn't afraid to go charging into all those linemen and dish out some physical play himself to make that stop.
And this is not going to do the job. They don't even let him get back to the line. It's 4th down.
He was taken down.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
The lead looks safe, but the Penals staying down. They're going for this. 4th down, pass coming. Throw is caught by the back. And that's a quick stop there before he can do anything with it. So that tackle forces the turnover on downs.
You go for it on 4th down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost them the possession.
And this is across midfield. They're going to stop him at that 45-yard line. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Eagle. Go.
First and 10, looking to throw. Flush down out to his left. And they make this stop. We're going to say at about the 37-yard line. Clock is working against them as they hurry up to the line.
A gain of 9 brings up second and 1.
The play fake, he'll throw. Looking right, and he finds him. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Working quickly here.
First down. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
First down, play action. And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Buys time, rolling right. Taking a final shot at the end zone. And he is in. Touchdown. The Sentinels get it back to within 2 possessions. So late in the half, Brock, why not take a shot downfield? And their prayers are answered as they come up with that late touchdown.
You know, this is just a case of who wants it more. If you're in that secondary, all you're thinking is knock the ball down.
Yeah.
Even if you make some contact, right, they rarely call pass interference on plays like that. But somehow, some way, the ball winds up as a touchdown.
PAT effort coming up. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Sentinels get it back to a 14-point game.
42. Sentinels 28.
Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. Fields this one at the 3. And he's brought down, Brock, and that brings this ball game to a close. So something to be proud of, Brock, as they come away with a win. And as we play in October, they have kept their perfect start to the season going.